Food miles are a huge problem in today's society. The average meal travels 1,500 miles, according to foodwise.org. When people think about global warming, they usually think about fossil fuels. However, according for timeforchange.org, 12.5% of annual greenhouse emissions come from agricultural byproducts, and another 14% from transportation fuels. Fossil fuel retrieval, processing, and distribution only account for 11.3%. These percentages could easily be cut down if people chose to buy from local produce from small-scale, sustainable farms. Have you ever wondered what your food goes through before it gets to your table? Well, it may be a lot worse than you think. Chickens, for instance. Large companies attempt to make the largest profit in the shortest amount of time, with little regard to the living conditions of their products. These chickens are often stored inside, in cages packed to the brim with birds. These cages quickly become unsanitary and disease spreads quickly. To combat these diseases, antibodies are pumped into the feed. These antibodies don't die with the bird though, and some antibodies can be dangerous for humans. Produce is no better. Pesticides are chemicals dropped on the produce in order to kill insects eating the plants. But once again, these pesticides don't just disappear after they do their job. These pesticides wash off in the rain, where they enter the soil or join runoff and enter local waterways. As you can imagine, these pesticides have wide-ranging effects on local ecosystems. Remember DDT? This pesticide was supposed to kill insects, but ended up almost wiping out the bald eagles. Fertilizers are just as bad. A little fertilizer is good. It adds key nutrients back into the soil. But large-scale farming uses up so many nutrients that thousands of tons of fertilizer must be used to keep the plants healthy. Excess fertilizer ends up in waterways, speeding up aquatic plant growth, mainly algae. In moderation, algae is not overly dangerous, but when fueled by fertilizers, it can overtake entire lakes, blocking out light to plants below. Even more chemicals are used in the transportation of these foods. These chemicals are used to keep everything fresh as they cross the country. Tomatoes picked in California and Florida are shipped to every other state in the US, and there's a reason we call them Georgia peaches. The solution is simple: buy local, buy small. Local farmer markets support small local farmers. Since these are smaller operations, the farmers can't afford expensive pesticides or fertilizers. Therefore, they are forced to use a more sustainable method of farming. Rotation farming is when plants and animals are rotated to different fields every year, to give the earth time to rest and restock necessary nutrients back into the soil. Besides, without all those expensive pesticides, local produce is cheaper. Who doesn't want to save money in order to eat healthier foods? I am Ainsley McKenna. Thank you for watching.